your questions in French, please, for the coach. It's easier for the translation. Thank you.
Besnik, comment tu as vécu cette soirée folle?
What did you make of this crazy evening?
C'était une soirée intense.
It was very intensive.
On a commencé le match sur l'organisation.
We began in an organised fashion.
Si tu vois la composition de Arsenal, c'était juste une manière. Ils ont voulu plus vite possible marquer le but.
They wanted to score as quickly as possible, Arsenal, and try and kill the game.
Là, au début, on a laissé le ballon à Arsenal.
We let Arsenal have the ball.
Ils ont créé quelques demi-occasions, mais en fait, le premier quart d'heure, la meilleure occasion.
Created some half chances, but I think the best chances in the first half now came for us. And we had that chance with Dennis Pratt, which was deflected.
Le moment où on a eu le ballon au milieu de terrain,
when we had the ball in midfield,
on perd le ball, contre-attaque.
We kept losing the ball on the counter-attack.
Là, je crois, mon équipe il a reçu un coup, mentalement.
And then I think we just had a bit of a mental slip up there with the penalty.
Et le deuxième but donne aussi un fait cadeau parce que.
And I think it was a gift as well, the second goal.
Tu dois faire une faute à moitié terrain.
We needed to commit a foul in midfield to stop them
c'était le deuxième ballon.
breaking. You know, it was a second ball there.
La chance. En mi-temps, on a dit on doit créer plus sur cette match.
Break, we said we needed to create more chances in the match.
On doit utiliser les espaces qu'ils donnent.
And we needed to use the space a bit better.
Après 3-0, tu dis le match est fini.
And at 3-0, you either say the game's over, or we obviously, you know, they wanted to perhaps score the fourth or fifth goal.
On a fait quelques changements. Après 3-1,
but we made a few changes, and at 3-1, I think we grew in confidence.
Tu vois, notre public, je dois remercier notre public.
I've really got to thank our fans tonight.
Beaucoup.
Because a number of them came.
3-0, ils ont donné.
And even at 3-0 down, they really gave a lot of confidence to our team.
Une fois, il a trouvé le rythme.
And I think our players got back into the rhythm of the game after that, thanks to the supporters. And then we started to play.
Je crois Arsenal, il a resté jouer le même.
I think Arsenal tried to play the same way. They didn't just sit back. They tried to score a fourth goal. And at 3-2, you see Arsenal started to have a bit of doubts. And then we saw there was a difference from a mental perspective. We made some tactical adjustments too. I put De Donker at the back. And Olivier Deschamps back there on the left. Frankie on the left side, and had Kawaya as a second striker. And I said to him in the last quarter of an hour, really going to push. And once again, I saw that we're having success going forward. So we really pushed forward. And we scored the goal, so we're very happy. We're always saying to Mitrovic, you know, get in front of goal, and then he came on and he scored a great goal at the right time. He came on and made a big impact, and I think we deserved the 3-3. Are you even happier than you were when you were champions? I think the last 30 minutes were even more intense than that, yeah. I'm a young coach, and I hope I'm going to still be here for a long time. But I think this is going to stay in my memory, this game, for sure.
Quand tu vois qu'Anderlecht peut être très très mauvais à certains moments en championnat.
When you see that Anderlecht really performed quite badly in the league, but then you suddenly see the change in how well you performed tonight, and you really played football, what's going on there?
J'ai reçu hier de votre collègue aussi cette question.
I had the same question yesterday from one of your colleagues.
Tu dois poser la question une fois le rythme augmente. On sait jouer cet rythme.
Once the tempo goes up, we're able to adjust accordingly. We have a team that can go up a level. We can play at a higher tempo.
L'intensité, la joie, la satisfaction.
The intensity, the joy of the 3-3. Is there not a risk of this spoiling things? We've got to wait for tomorrow. We'll see tomorrow. It's not serious because we're already missing a number of players.
Can I ask a question in English, please?
Yes.
There's a suggestion that Arsene Wenger didn't shake hands with you at the final whistle. Is that correct? And if so, are you offended by it?
No, because I was running with my player, so I was very, very happy that we made 3-3 here, and I think when you win the game like they win by us, stealing the 3 points in the last 3 minutes, I won and I give the hands. We lost, but it's a football. I was very disappointed. Now, why did I get a hand? I don't know. I didn't look at them. It doesn't hurt me, actually. We showed today still where we come from a small competition, but we shown for second time against Arsenal that we can imagine this these kind of teams, and we can. I think in 2 games we deserve more than just 1 point.
Did you think the offside flag was going to go up for the first goal? Did you count that as a bit lucky, or do you think that was offside?
No, I don't think we were lucky. If you see both games, if you see last game at home against Arsenal, we're going to get the fault of the Voer. We're going to get the fault that Sanchez pushed Frank Chapong before giving the ball 2 times. We didn't get the fault. No, I'm not lucky.
Did you think it was onside?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I really don't care.
Were you very surprised that Arsenal didn't try and close the game down at 3-0, and they were still very open?
I don't know. Maybe they thought that saw their imperial in that moment, and they wanted to go on and produce more goals and having fun with the public. I don't know, but I'm very, very satisfied of the spirit of my team. I'm very honored today of my team, how they played, how they go. Very, very proud of my team, young team, in difficult moments. And they shown today the character, they show the quality. So when it's not good, I say that it's not good. When it's good, is also, you need to say it's good. They did it fantastic today.
Are you surprised by Kawa's performance tonight?
Le premier mi-temps, on a vu Conte, il a eu des difficultés avec le rythme de match.
That he had some issues.
Il n'a pas habitué
but he's not used to
cette place.
He's not used to playing in that position.
Et là, je n'ai pas douté mettre Kawaya.
But I had no doubts over selecting him.
Par hasard, Conte il a bien joué.
Conte played well.
Kawaya quand même.
And I still would have put Kawaya on in perhaps a different position in the second half. I'm very proud of what he did tonight. Very proud of De Donker too. Because both of them are very young guys. They came on at a tough time in the game. And then they really showed their quality.
Chapeau.
So hats off to them.
Besnik, quand tu vois encore une fois les points perdus, le point gagné ici, ça ne te donne pas des regrets? Vous auriez pu avoir 7 points aujourd'hui, Arsenal 4.
You look at your points today and
si tu vois tous les
Arsenal got 4 points in the 2 games, you only got 1. What do you think about that?
Quand on a commencé la Champions League, on a vu les équipes.
When we started the Champions League, we've seen the teams in the draw, and we thought, okay, if we've got the chance of getting 3rd spot, then we're going to do so. But if we look at the 4 games we played thus far, the only game in which we deserved to lose was against Dortmund. We could have won all the other 3 games.
J'ai jamais regret au ma vie.
I've never had any regrets in my life at all. We've given everything in all the games. We've played very well. I'm very proud of my side today. They really put on a good show for our supporters, and I think our supporters deserve the performance that we gave today. They came in large numbers. They really got behind the team, even when we were 3-0 down. So I'm very happy for the fans too.
Besnik, est-ce qu'à 3-3,
on
voit une faute de Pratt de Vandenborg Dans le terrain, est-ce que c'est le mode salopard que tu voulais?
Midfield, is this the way you wanted to?
Dennis, en fin de match.
No, it's not. No, not Dennis's fault at the end of the game, but not there. No.
Ils ont vraiment.
I didn't want him to make the foul there. A bit further up the pitch, yes.
90 minutes, il était au haut niveau.
But he was still at the top level in the 90th minute. I think Dennis, he was really doing well in the last minute of the game. He was the only player. And I think in the second game he really set the tempo. Anthony, he started to have a few doubts in the first half, but he really grew into the game in the second period. And that's his quality. We shouldn't forget that he's come back from injury. So he's going to keep growing as time goes by.
At 3-0 down, did you sense there was a defensive weakness you could expose in Arsenal?
Yes, but to do that, you need to have the confidence.
You've shown that, but
after 3-0, no, we didn't have that confidence. After 3-1, yes. Then we use it. We use it at home 2 weeks ago also. These spaces that they've given us, and I have some young players, fast players, and if they are good confidence, then they can go. And I think that in that moment after 3-1, my team was saying, if it's a 3-3 or 4-1, we don't care. We're going to go further, and we keep on going. And after 3-2, you saw that Arsenal was doubting, and we was growing up in the game. We changed some our scheme a little bit to get the second striker behind Mitrovic with Kavaya, and that he can stay really in center. So these balls coming from the side that he is there, and he was in right moment in right place, and he scored a fantastic goal. So yes, they doubting. We was growing up, like we did it in the first half. We was doubting. They was growing.
So are you disappointed you didn't win today?
No, I'm not disappointed. I think that I'm disappointed that we give away 3 goals. Yes, but I'm very, very proud of my team that they come back. Don't forget, we have a very, very young team. We lost during the game also our best defender, and then the young guys need to come in place of him, and they did it fantastic.
Par rapport au penalty, aussi une surprise que Van den Borre a tiré. C'est toi qui l'as désigné.
I was quite surprised that Van den Borre took the penalty. Is he the set penalty taker?
Mais chapeau pour Yuri.
Hats off for Yuri, because Yuri was supposed to take the penalty. We've got 3 players who are better at taking penalties, but hats off to Yuri. He stayed very calm. He felt that the older player really wanted to take the penalty. He took it, and if he misses the penalty, of course he's going to have a problem with me if he'd missed it. But I'm still going to have a chat to him, because he needs to start respecting our decisions. But yes, I understand at that moment that he wanted to take the penalty. I understand his reaction in that moment entirely. He wasn't angry. No, he wasn't angry. He said, listen, coach, you took the ball. I'm not going to say to Ollie or Van den Borre, no, I'm going to take the ball. I'm going to say, okay. And then I'm going to say, hats off, because you reacted well. That means for the first time, he just let things go.
Pas du tout. Il dit tout le temps, je veux shooter.
No, he's always saying that all the time, I want to take the penalty, I want to take the penalty.
Confiance son penalty. Mais ok. Là, tu as vu le deuxième mi-temps, il a eu de confiance.
You saw that he grew in confidence, he picked up the ball. If he misses the penalty, he's going to have an issue with me, but he's still going to know. I'm still going to tell him. He's still going to have a problem from me.
Non. Non, sa liste reste. Je demande toujours
I'm always
qui veut shooter la penalty.
I'm always saying that he wants to take the penalty. He's always there.
Avant, il a jamais shooté.
But he's never taken one before.
Okay. Merci beaucoup. Thank you very much.